Hey everybody, today we're going to do a video. I'm going to split some of these big chunks up. We're going to try to get some wood split for next year in the greenhouse. We're going to put some in the greenhouse. When I did the greenhouse, I did a lean-to off the back where we can leave some wood. The wood stove is going to go on the other side, but I wanted to use this up. These are chunks that I got from one of my logging buddies that are the very butt end when he's processing. They haul them out of the woods, they cut right off low. A lot of times they get rid of that first 16, 18 inches, maybe even 2 feet of that chunk. And this is a mixture between that and some of the wood I cut up that I found. I had, I don't know, probably 10 logs last year that had barbed wire in them. I still got one other log here. I was thinking about keeping for the sawmill, but we're going to probably dice that up for firewood today too. But I want to try to go through these chunks because I got more stuff coming in probably in the next couple weeks if the snow lets us, but they're saying another storm today, maybe 6 to 12 inches or starting tonight. So I'm going to try to get this cleaned up today. Okay, we split up what was frozen in the ground here, got it in a bucket. I already brought some down. Like I said, I'm keeping this separate. I want this for the greenhouse. I'm going to use the County Line 40-ton. I made that plate for the bottom so it's a little easier to rest something down there. But we'll take a video, see what you guys think. I'm going to split some more over to 40-ton. I'm going to try to stack a pretty good amount of wood in here. So that's my thought. As this thing gets more organized, I want to be able to do like a third of a cord, stack it, process it again. We finally got these big chunks cleaned up. I actually had to take the excavator and break the bottom pieces. We've had so much rain in this part of New Hampshire this year over the winter. There was probably, the base of this was probably like 4 to 6 inch thick. It was just solid ice. This stuff was frozen. So it's a waste of hours on a machine, but I want to get this cleaned up, so I busted them out, got them split. But I'll show you, this is the idea, what I want to do. I want to use this 40-ton County Line to split up the big chunks, get a third of a cord or half a cord sitting here, and then finish processing them on the super split. Just I'm sick of picking up the big pieces. This will split a pretty big piece of wood, but over the years I found the one on the opposite side normally falls away from you. You're dealing with that. I just soon take pieces that I can manage better. I think this is going to be quicker in the long run as far as processing a lot more. I plan on doing a lot more firewood the next few years. I think I'm going to get into it more so than what I'm just getting through my landscape company. So I just wanted to show we cleaned this up today. I think it'll make a pretty good video. But like I said, those big chunks, these are chunks that I'm going to be getting them real reasonable. Not free, sometimes free. I shouldn't say never free, but I got some logging companies that do residential stuff that said they'll bring big chunks to me. I'll deal with those. But the butt ends, I'm getting real cheap for a good sized dump truck load, and I think I'd rather deal with the big pieces rather than log length. And I also don't think it's worth buying it log length or pick a load and cutting it, splitting it. I just don't think there's enough money on the other end anymore. So you got to get it the cheapest way you can get into it if you're gonna do that's my thought if I was gonna do a wood business. I still have my landscape company, but I just want to pick at this. I enjoy doing it, so I want to get into it a little bit more. So, like I said, you'll see more videos on this anyways. I got some pretty impressive size chunks coming in this spring that we're going to be dicing up on it. So, nothing bad to say about this thing. I'm going to have to take this plate that I made. Come springtime, I'm going to have to put stone dust in here and compact it because I don't want to break the end of that off. And it's kind of jumping around a little bit right now because the ground's frozen. I just kind of put it in there in the fall. But this spring, I'll make sure that's sitting in there level. Compact it so that it's a nice solid base. the county line, the only thing I can say, it ain't a bad thing to say about it, but it's probably the least fuel efficient splitter I've ever owned. But that's what you get when you go 40 ton with a bigger motor. But I've been using this for years now, so I'm just used to that fuel, you know, that sips fuel all day. So that's the only thing I got to get used to. That's going to take a little more fuel, but all I want it to do is break up the big chunks. And then, like I said, this is exactly what I was thinking it was going to do. But we'll see more videos on this as I get it going. I really want to get this so that it's kind of fine-tuned and quick. I got the wood yard here that I can set up pretty good, I think. I also like the idea of bringing the chunks, like the logging guy. I'm going to be getting some of the butt ends from. They're going to come 18 inches. All I'm going to be doing is splitting. I'm not going to be cutting. So I do have, I got one log here I want to cut up today and get rid of. That's just a nasty, something that came down last fall. I was thinking about saving it for the sawmill, but it's pretty, I don't think it's going to. It's got some soft spots in it, so we're going to cut that up today too. I want to try out my, I tried out my new Rancher 460. I got my older one. I just want to see if there's a difference I can feel. I don't think they changed anything on them anyways, but that one's got a little bit longer bar. So we split about a half a cord of wood to put in there today, and then I got like another half a cord I'm going to put on the skid. This is next year's wood. We got some barkless oak we're going to burn in the spring when we need to heat. I don't think it's going to be much of a season. We've been getting real warm days already, so in February. Hopefully that continues. So